Welcome, everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski, and Jay, it's been a week. There's at least more often than not, we've actually had like good weather the last week or so, but kids are in school, like all that is happening, which is funny when you're not a kid, when you don't have a kid, because like it's all happening around you and you understand it to a point of all the like cramming to make sure everything is had, and then everybody's hitting their routines and whatever, but meanwhile you're over here sitting kind of like Kermit with the tea, just like watching it all happen.
Yes, absolutely. I'll share a little insight on sending your child to a high school the size of a small community college in the show today, because that's what we certainly did. But before we do that, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Hit that like button for us and make sure you're subscribed to our page. If you're not and you haven't been, please do. YouTube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. We're looking for more subscribers. We're looking for more hours viewed, all that good stuff. I know we're at an even 1,100 YouTube subscribers. So when you subscribe, I'm going to notice.
Yes.
Jump on there. Please subscribe. It helps a lot. Even if you don't, really want to watch every episode, I understand that. But just give us a subscribe. It helps a lot. Those episodes publish on YouTube every Tuesday. So we give preference to the original OG podcast listeners. And then Tuesdays, the videos come out. So please do that. Check out our merch shop. I'm fatmerch.com. That's powered by TeePublic. So if you're ever looking for anything on TeePublic, use that link. But our stuff always up for sale. We got these Fat Guy summer shirt, which is one of our best sellers. We've got the pizza box design. Yeah, it's great. The fry bag design. Several of our logos. We got the donut logo, the old school burger logo. All sorts of stuff right there. The Onion Ring of Honor shirt that gets updated every year. So lots of good stuff there. That's I'mFatMerch.com. We're on social media at I'm Fat Pod pretty much everywhere. And we've got our fan page on Facebook, the I'm Fat Podcast fans group. So check that out as well. And I think that's it. Did I cover everything?
I think so. And I think where we have to start is with something that blew up the fan page.
It did.
This week.
Yes,
it also blew up the internet in general.
Yes.
And the thing is, I've got an issue with Taco Bell and with those reporting the Taco Bell news this week for some bait and switch bullshit.
Yes, and if you find I have ranted about media literacy many times, and I think a lot of people roll their eyes because I think when I'm doing it, I'm picking on one particular group of people with political views, and I am. But also, this Taco Bell story is a really good example for everyone to listen in on this. So here's the headline. This is from Food and Wine. I had to show them my caviar collection to open the website. Taco Bell's new menu relives its 62-year history with a fan favorite menu item from each decade. Here's your first look. Then right there in the headline, right underneath, right above the author, it says, but there's a major catch that everyone seems to overlook.
Click
so
bait.
Should we start with the good news or the bad news?
Let's start with the good news and do the exact same goddamn thing.
Okay, so Taco Bell relives its 62-year history with a fan favorite menu from each decade. Cool. So the 60s will be the tostada.
Sure.
That is the corn tostada shells, refried beans, and tangy red sauce. Lettuce and cheese. There you go. That's the 60s. The 70s is the green burrito, which is a green sauce made from green chilies, tomatillos, and jalapenos. It is filled with refried beans, crunchy onions, and shredded cheddar. That actually sounds really damn good.
Yes.
The Mexi Melt, which was a combination of melted cheddar, Monterey Jack, and mozzarella with ground beef and pico, all wrapped in a soft tortilla.
Yes.
The 90s, the Beef Gordita Supreme, which is Rick's stripper name. That is a flatbread filled with seasoned beef, a 3-cheese blend, reduced fat sour cream. What? Lettuce and diced tomatoes. And then the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
The goddamn caramel apple empanada that Rick has been asking for probably the inception of the show, I would say.
Yeah, like since it was removed from the menu, I have been asking for it back. And
Yes.
you know how much I want it back? If it was there, I would actually go to a Taco Bell.
Well, I mean, that's a lot.
The Taco Bell by me isn't good, so it's just like Russ was not wrong when he said that. So it's just like, come on. But yes, everybody reached out to me and was like, hey, the caramel apple empanada is back. And I was like, no, my friends.
No, it's not.
Goddamn caramel apple empanada is back. And then it wasn't.
Yes, it's only available at 3 locations in Southern California. Yeah, so if you're from Fullerton, California, the one on Orange Thorpe, that's a terrible street name. Orange Thorpe.
A swimmer?
Yes, in Irvine on Barranca Parkway and in Brea on West Imperial Highway. There's your chances for this rebirth menu.
Right.
But Food and Wine does say Taco Bell is, quote, looking into making its nostalgic menu available nationwide later this year. So let's hope that works.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Why? Why do they need to like soft launch this?
I don't know. I maybe they're trying to see like what it does to efficiency.
Maybe, but I mean,
well, here's the other thing too. Like, it's okay if we wait in the parking lot.
Yeah.
In the drive-thru. Like, I'm going to the drive-thru. I've made the decision to drive through. I understand there's going to be a little bit of a wait at Taco Bell. Everything has to be constructed. I totally get that.
Right. How many people, as a result of these articles, and this is on Taco Bell and the articles, people are going to go to Taco Bell
right
for these items and then be like, well, I'm already here, so I might as well just get something else then.
Yeah.
Because they're not there.
I mean, maybe that's what they want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're just trying to get. So, and the thing is, this thing's only available for like a week.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless.
Like, we are in the middle of it now. So if you're in that area, go to Taco Bell and get these things so that we can get these things at some point. It's literally for 1 week, the 15th through the 21st.
Yeah, so only a couple days left, just through Wednesday here. So, and here's the other thing too, and I'm no expert on this stuff. Maybe someone who is can let me know. But like, why California? Isn't California famous for people like not ever wanting to drive? Traffic is awful. Like, it's just not a place for people drive. Right. Like, why would you not do this in like Chicago or wherever it might be?
Unless they're saying, let's go to the locations maybe where there'd be the most resistance, see if it catches at all there. And then be like, okay, well, if it's going to work here, it's going to work anywhere else because of either people not wanting to drive as much or the fact that, you know, by reputation, there's so much good, non-chain Mexican food in California that that's an option. So that maybe just fewer people go to Taco Bell. I don't know.
I just want the shit we want back.
Yes.
And it's all very doable.
Yes,
get some caramel empanadas, fry them, make my double decker. You've got everything right there to do it. Just do it. I'll do it. Just let me go back there and I'll do it. I can handle it. I know what to do. Just show me where everything is. Do I got to use that little steamy machine? That thing's cool. I'd like to try that thing once. That somehow cooks your quesadilla in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, hopefully it makes it over. It seems like when they hype this stuff, it does kind of eventually come out.
Yes. If nothing else, the social media push that it got should encourage them enough to make this happen.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly a drive up business where people show up trying to find this stuff. I will say, if you do read it from Food and Wine, though, they do have right there in the sub headline that there's a major catch. And then the opening paragraph ends with, there is one massive caveat to this retro menu, though. So they don't hide it from you.
Right. Okay. was this around the beginning of the year that there were going to be some items coming back and it was like by month, and the caramel apple empanada was one of those, and it was October. I thought.
Oh, because
It
we
was
had
either
the double
September
decker
or
for a month.
October. So is this just the slow rollout of what they were planning anyway? And we're looking at possibly getting this in September or October.
That could be. Now I'm trying to find this old story, but the problem
Yeah.
is.
But like you remember that story?
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see. Bringing back April. Nacho fries. Let me try this double decker because I know that for sure the double decker was in there.
Yeah. And if you search caramel apple empanada right now, you're getting all these new articles.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, yeah, double decker came back around the holidays.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't find the list, but I do believe you're correct.
Okay.
Let's hope so. We're gonna find out soon.
Yes. And I will consume caramel apple
Yes.
empanadas. Also, I did go to Taco Bell yesterday. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago?
I
Yesterday.
wasn't with you.
Because I had
wasn't
a
invited.
late lunch. And it's just still ridiculous. I got 2 cheesy gordita crunches, a cheesy roll-up wrap, and a drink, a medium drink. And it was like $16.
I'm
like,
Taco
come
Bell
on.
does not exist for that purpose.
No.
If I'm choosing Taco Bell, I'm choosing cheap.
Right. Exactly.
That's
So,
frustrating.
I know it's like cheesy gordita crunch is my favorite item. However,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to go if it's going to be that expensive.
Yep. Good point. Well, I'll tell you, one place that is not raising their prices,
Hmm.
even though they probably could, is Fredo's Culinary Kitchen,
Fact.
628 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg. They sort of take pride in that they've got a very affordable menu.
Yes.
You can come in and feed yourself a good amount of food, leave full, leave satisfied, probably leave with some leftovers and feel like you didn't just get ripped off. Go visit them, 628 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg. They're the home of the I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Pizza, the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese, along with their 2-pound pizza slices, all kinds of burgers. It's not just ours. They've got such creative items on the menu all the time. Follow them on social media at Fredo's Pizza. You can really see what they've got cooking up every week, every month. There's a different, burger of the month all the time. And RC Machine, what more do you need to know? Place your order online at Fredo'sPizza.com and use the code I'm Fat and you'll save 10%. So go check out Fredo's Culinary Kitchen. We promise you will love it. Again, that is 628 South Roselle Road. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Yeah, same.
If people are watching on YouTube, you can see the sleepy eyes I have. I stayed up last night. Hope went to bed early because she's been getting up early with Addie all week for school. And I'm like, well, I've been watching movies lately. It's been a thing I've been doing. So I watched Alien. I've never seen Alien before. The first Alien.
Yeah.
Good movie. Very suspenseful. I knew like the famous parts.
Sure.
But like the whole plot I didn't get, and it was awesome. So I love that. Then I went to bed. I'm like, well, I'm going to take an edible so I can sleep.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I do that, I'm just like, it takes me a little while to get up. Long story short, haven't had breakfast. So it's a perfect time for this taste test. Hope got these this week. These are the Rice Krispie Treats chocolatey peanut butter. I know you're out.
Sure.
But peanut butter is involved.
Right. But for people that are wrong, that's intriguing.
And I will say, we've had these all week, and I have not eaten one solely to try it on the show.
Nice.
You're welcome, America. So there's the Rice Krispie. You can see it's got like almost like a glaze on it. Can you see that well, Rick? It's like,
yes,
it's very well seasoned, and the bottom of it is chocolate.
Nice.
Let's give it a go. A little ASMR for everybody.
Yep.
It's good. More peanut butter.
Okay.
Needs more peanut butter.
I wonder if the peanut butter aspect, they worried about throwing off the ratio with like the marshmallow too and that type of thing, making it almost like too dense, too heavy.
It could have been.
That was also a movie I starred in college.
Too dense, too heavy.
Yeah.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
No, this is good. I do recommend these. I think you're right though. More peanut butter might have changed the makeup of this thing.
Okay.
So it's a subtle. It's there. It's definitely there, but I would like a little more, but I think it's a personal taste. I've also, because you told me about the Golden Grams ones.
Yes.
Have you had the Lucky Charms ones?
I did not have the Lucky Charms. It's so funny that you're just discovering these because I feel like these have been at like 7-Elevens for years now. But
when I'm at 7-Eleven,
yeah.
I'm almost always a snack cake guy.
Okay.
Zingers.
Yeah.
Usually the yellow zingers are my go-to.
Okay.
Because I don't get them anywhere else.
Sure.
You know? So I'm never looking for like a granola bar or anything like that.
Hell
If
no.
I want sweet, I'm going salty, like nuts or chips or whatever. So I'm almost never down that aisle.
That's fair.
Or I'm just blowing past it.
Yeah. Because you've got your eyes on the prize.
Yeah, exactly. Got to stay focused.
So for work, I was at WGN/News Nation yesterday, and we were there for a few hours. So had to stop at their I forget what it's actually called, but like their cafeteria thing where you just like grab the things off the shelf and bring them up.
Yeah, grab and go or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
And I went full like, okay, just what haven't I had for a while? Okay, Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips. Yes.
Oh, and those are healthy because there's a sun on the bag.
Right. Right. Well, wasn't when they started, didn't they like brand themselves as like the healthier chip?
I mean, it probably is healthier, but it is not
healthy. Yeah. And then I grabbed there was like the big zebra cake.
Oh yeah.
So I grabbed the big zebra cake, and I did not regret either of those decisions.
No, that's a good move. That's a good move.
So good.
I don't know what it is about zingers. That I'm like, because there's a 7-Eleven right on Racine. I think it's Racine and Adams, and we're at Racine and Madison. So I take Racine to Harrison. No one cares how I get home. Whatever. There's a 7-Eleven by my work.
Yeah.
And if there's a parking spot there, I'll stop. And if there's not, I won't.
Nice.
I'm like, this is fate telling me I should either stop or not stop. So I almost always get the yellow zingers and a prime for the ride home.
Nice.
That's my go-to. On brand.
Yes, very much so. So, all right. So let's let's do the wings here.
Yeah,
wings. So this is a properly spelled wing, so you know they're real. I tried a new place, still in Lombard, close to work. So it's if you're on Butterfield, and you go by the Yorktown Mall and you're heading east, there is Chick-fil-A, Benihana, strip mall that's had a lot of changeover that's still relatively new, and then the strip mall that Penn Station is in. And that's before you hit like Dick's Sporting Goods on the other side of the street and Uncle Julio's and Yard House and that type of thing. So you're in that stretch. So in that strip mall where things turn over a lot, there's a new place called Wing It On. That the location, the address is actually 789 Butterfield Road in Lombard.
Oh, Wing It On, like bring it on. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, what does Wing It On mean? I got it. Okay.
So Jay, if you're watching on the YouTubes, Jay put on the screen what I got. 10 boneless seasoned fries, seasoned with whatever dry rub seasoning that they have that you want.
Oh, I like that.
I thought that was a fantastic idea. And then they just have like a standard like a Coke machine. Not the Coke machine. Not Keith Traylor or Ted Washington either. But a Coke machine. So the sauces and rubs, like there's a lot of different varieties here of what they have. Like I'll just read them off real quick. Just the names, not the descriptions. Honey mustard, hickory barbecue, Asian garlic, garlic parm, honey blues, honey buffalo barbecue, lemon pepper, sweet and smoky, chipotle ranch, mild buffalo, honey heat, red, white, and blues, buffalo bayou, kicking Cajun, Nashville barbecue, shogun, medium buffalo, Nashville hot, buffer rub, mango habanero, dirty rub, hot buffalo, and wings of prey.
Wings of prey. I'm looking at the website now. I'm going to pull the website up and take the picture down. If you're watching on YouTube, the wings of prey look as advertised. They are just covered in peppers. Oh my god.
Yeah. That is a no thank you from the old beehole.
Yeah, so this goes, I'm going hottest to mildest.
Yeah.
Because I'm going back up the menu. That dirty rub looks good.
Yeah. So I got 10 boneless, and I did the honey buffalo barbecue.
On brand.
Yes. And I did lemon pepper.
On brand.
The lemon pepper are awesome. Just fantastic. The honey buffalo barbecue are very good. I just feel like the name's a little misleading. The honey is there, the buffalo is there. There's almost no barbecue taste whatsoever.
Okay.
So it's still good.
It'd be tough to pull off all three though. Like they're three so like similar tastes.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that's a difficult thing to pull off.
Yeah, so maybe that's just what happens is the barbecue gets lost a little bit. Like if someone handed me one of those again, I would absolutely have it.
Yeah.
Like it's still very good. And the lemon pepper was very good. And then what was cool is I asked the person at the counter, I was like, hey, I'm choosing between what was it for I think it was for the fries, the sweet and smoky or the kicking Cajun. And she's like, I can just give you like a small sample of both of them. I was like,
okay.
Yes. So I tried both of them. Sweet and smoky would definitely be better for wings, I think, than fries.
Okay.
So I went with the kicking Cajun, and it was like that perfect amount of heat to where it's like right before you can't have all of them because of the heat.
Yeah. That's a good level. That's
I loved it. And like good Cajun flavor in there. Like the sauces, the dry rubs, really good. The people that I was with enjoyed the flavors of everything they had as well. So would recommend. We were all lame and we had to go back to work. So we all got boneless. They also have tenders. The only drawback with this place is that plate for me. So 10 boneless with the fries and their crinkle cut fries, which are very good, like a solid fry on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like crinkle cut fries that don't have enough fry on them. So like the crinkle part is kind of irrelevant. That's very disappointing, but these were great. That and a drink. I double checked my my bank statement to make sure I had the right total. $22.49.
Oof. That's
so
rough.
Yeah, they are good. It's very good. The quality of the chicken is great. However, boy, if you go value proposition versus like Wingstop, I think I go Wingstop just because like Wingstop, the order that Sam and I will get if we want to like both get it is like 20 boneless and a large order of fries, and it's like $17 plus tax.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm actually on B-Dub's website right now to see what their 10 boneless thing costs.
Yeah, that is. It's a lot. Like that is a lot. I mean, it's good. Do not get me wrong. Like if you just want to try something new, like absolutely give it a shot. It is good.
Right.
Like I don't doubt that any of those flavors, like they're going to be up to snuff.
Okay, so the 10 boneless with fries, and if you want, celery and carrots, $15.79.
Okay, so if you add a drink to that, you're looking at maybe $20.
Yeah, so comparable. I mean, you'd probably rather support a place like that.
Sure.
And is this a place you have to tip, or is it like
you don't have to? I mean, it gives you the option, but it's literally
you order at the counter.
You order at the counter.
Okay.
So no, you don't have to. But yeah. So it's not cheap, but it's very good.
All right.
So if you're
try, it sounds good.
If you're in that area, give it a spin. Very good wings. So I think value proposition, I would go Wingstop to me. Quality of the food plus the price involved. Wingstop, Wing It On, B-Dubs.
Okay, cool. I will try Wing It On. I'll try it this week, perhaps. I'll let you know.
Yes.
Well, it's funny you mention that because we had Wingstop last night.
Nice.
That's what Addie wanted. We said, last day of school, last day of the first week of school. What do you want to get? She's like, I want Wingstop. So here's what we got, just for value comparison. We got the 30-piece boneless crew pack.
Nice.
So we did 10 Hawaiian, 10 mild, 10 original hot. That comes with a large seasoned fry, 3 ranch, and an order of veggie sticks. And then I ordered 5 extra boneless wings because I wanted to try the hot honey rub.
Yeah.
5 extra boneless wings was $3.89. So our total was $42.38. That's before tax and tip, because I did send a little bit of a tip because when I pick up, they're preparing it. So 30-piece boneless wings. So basically 35 boneless wings and fries was $42.
Yeah, that's a lot better than 10 for 22.
Yeah, it's a great
fries and a drink. You do get the drink at Wing It On, but still. Yeah.
But I don't know, like, unless it's just a taste thing for you.
Right.
Wingstop is the place you should be going. Like, it's always massive boneless wings.
That's the other thing about Wing It On. Good, not the biggest.
They didn't look huge.
Yeah,
they looked like a good size.
Yeah.
So
sufficient.
We always make those jokes. I saw this TikTok the other day, and the guy goes, "Hey, honey, I think I know why I'm so small down there." And she just goes, "Why?" And he's like, "Wait, you think I'm small down there?" he totally bait and switched his wife. It was
That's
awesome.
Great. He also writes articles about food.
Yeah, exactly.
Taco Bell.
It was funny. So, all right, yeah. So Wingstop, very good. By the way, that hot honey rub. I didn't know if I had that before. It seemed familiar, but damn, that might be my new go-to at Wingstop. That was excellent. Like the hot honey rub, and it did still have, because when I go to B-Dubs, I often get a split of the original buffalo, which I love. I think that's their best sauce, and then I get the Desert Heat dry rub.
Okay,
and then I'll usually just dip the Desert Heat ones in like the remaining original buffalo, and it's perfect. But those Desert Heat ones are very dry. There's no like liquid on them at all. This hot honey rub at Wingstop did have a little bit of a something on there, some kind of binding agent to keep the rub on there better.
Yeah.
But just really good. That might just be my new go-to. When I get Wingstop, if it's available, I'm getting that one every time. And then I did see, because I did go to B-Dubs this week, because I had doesn't matter. I went. And as I didn't see this on the menu, because I didn't even use the menu. I'm like, this is what I want. I'm in a hurry. Let's go.
Yeah.
Buffalo bacon sauce.
So
I've had Charlie's buffalo bacon, and it's great. But here's where I don't know if I'm interested in buffalo bacon sauce, because the sauce is going to have an artificial bacon taste to it.
Yeah, artificial meat taste. What? 9 times out of 10,
Pretty
95
bad.
times out of 100 is bad. Like, who was I talking to I was talking to somebody this week about like chips that try and do meat flavor. Like, that's bad. Like an example,
chicken and a biscuit. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you're gonna do like Nashville hot chicken chips, that should be, we're using the seasoning, the Nashville hot seasoning, whatever that is. Sans the chicken, but just so you kind of understand the vibe that they're going for, they throw it in the name. That's how it should be done. Not here's fake chicken flavor.
Yeah, that's nasty. I'm not into that at all. So, all right, well, that's been this week's wing segment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. We had a stretch where we were like complaining about B-Dubs and wings a lot. So we were kind of overdue for a wing segment.
By the way, if someone works at B-Dubs, let me know. I do feel like there's been a bit of a correction on their end. I feel like the portions have been better and the prices have been better. I feel like they've made some, like, things have gone down a little bit at B-Dubs, because I think they were getting the message from people like, hey, your food's not good enough for me to spend $30 to walk in the door.
Yeah. Have we hit an inflection point where companies were just trying, like, let's just push the envelope in every way? And then now there's enough, whether it's like social media pressure or people just being more cognizant of where they go, that these companies are being held at least slightly more accountable.
Yes, I do think so. I think the fact that more people are calling it out, and I think I'll just say it feels like, and it probably is a symptom of social media. Now, when people call things out, there's more attention drawn to it because companies are hyper aware of what's being said about them on social media. I think the Chipotle thing is just a perfect example of,
it really is,
response And like the last time I went to Chipotle, I'm like, okay, like,
Yeah.
like you got to wrap that burrito, buddy. Like and I'm glad the portions are back.
Sure.
But I think people are starting to figure out. I hope people are starting to figure out that a lot of this has to do with it's not like the laziness of the workers. It's not supply chain. It is greed. It is the greed of the companies saying maximize, turnover as many customers as you can.
Right.
Give them as little product as they're willing to accept.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's perfectly logical. And if you're getting away with it,
right.
I saw a story about Kroger this week. Is like surge pricing. They got caught like surge pricing. So if something was selling really well, they would like quickly raise the price.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Like I think you're being investigated for that, among other, because I think they're getting like, because they just bought Kroger owns Mariano's, and I think they're also buying Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, okay.
So they're getting hit with like monopoly lawsuits, I think. So, but yeah, that like a lot of companies are doing that. Like it's, just follow the money, everybody. Like I'm not trying to be a conspiracy guy or, Jay the socialist, but like, that's the fact is these companies they're all reporting record profits. There's a reason for that.
Whilst crying poor.
Exactly. And that nobody wants to work.
Exactly.
While they install automated drive-thrus and make you order at the kiosk and all these things are doing to force people out of work.
Right.
Because it's cheaper to have a computer than a person.
Right.
That's why I always skip the kiosk.
Yes. Aren't companies the best?
They're the greatest. Love them. Talk to your local union rep.
Yes. It's been a week for doing that. Let me tell you.
I bet. Well, you know what, Rick? We're going to see each other this week. We're going, we're hitting up the CHGO golf outing on Friday. You, me, and Brett will be part of a foursome with, I don't know, somebody.
Some unfortunate soul.
I hope they're fat.
And a good golfer.
Yeah, because it ain't the three of us.
Right.
But after that, we're going to head to Nick and Ivy because it is their 4th anniversary celebration coming this weekend, starting on August 23rd, all the way through the 25th. So I'll give you the details of what's going on. Friday, the 23rd, they're open from 3 to 11. They're releasing their Locktoberfest Marzen. They've got their Nick of Time 24 Peanut Butter Cup BBA Stout, their Nick of Time 24 Chocolate Caramel with Sea Salt BBA Stout. Yes. And then live music from Bob Hartwell from 7 to 10. Saturday, they're open 11 to 11 with their Nick of Time 24 2-year barrel-aged stout. This was aged in a 12-year 4 Roses barrel for 24 months. This is one super exclusive, and we only have 1 barrel of it, so go get that. And they've got an art fair in their farmers market from noon to 6, and music from Dan Jesus from 7 to 10. And then Sunday, they're open from 11 to 8 with a food pop-up from Shack Barbecue and live music as well. So go support our friends at Nick and Ivy out there in Lockport. 26. What? Oh my God, my screen just froze. 1026 South State Street in Lockport, right there in beautiful downtown Lockport. And if it's been a while since you've been to downtown Lockport, it's different. It's awesome down there. So go check it out. Saturday sounds like a lot of fun with the art fair and farmers market. But Rick and I will be there probably in the early afternoon on Friday after our round at Cog Hill. Yeah. So if you're heading out there, say hi. We'll be there. Not doing a show, just hanging out and drinking some of this great beer. I can't wait to try that chocolate caramel with sea salt stout. Yes, please.
We will probably smell disgusting after a round of golf, but
well, you could probably just say that anyway.
True.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Speaking of not smelling good, had a Coney dog this week. Addie forgot her purse at my brother-in-law's house.
Okay.
In Humboldt Park, so I had to go back there and get it, and I needed something quick for lunch. I noticed this place several times throughout my driving adventures. It's called Lola's Coney Island. It's on 2858 West Chicago, which is like Chicago and Francisco-ish. Like if you're familiar with that area, I believe that is still Humboldt Park, but might be right in the outskirts there. Just a tiny little place, maybe 3 or 4 parking spots. This is a little like hot dog shack. But I got the Chicago Meets Detroit. MEATS Detroit.
Okay.
So it's a Coney dog, which is onion, mustard, cheese, and chili. And instead of using a Nathan's, they put a Vienna hot dog on there.
Ooh, nice.
And this was excellent. One dog was enough. I saw the guy order ahead of me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get one. Those fries, while they don't look like much, were absolutely phenomenal.
Really?
They were super hot, super crispy, but fluffy in the middle.
Nice.
The dog was tremendous. It wasn't that like the one dog and fries was enough to fill me up. I probably could have like forced a second dog down, but
yes, you could have.
I don't remember the price, but it was reasonable. It was like $8 or $9 for this.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're out there in that area around Chicago and Francisco, you've probably seen this place before and not noticed it. Lola's Coney Island. It's got a cute little like drawing of a kid as their logo, and maybe that will like ring some bells for people. I'm going to see if I can find it.
So you were good with the mustard?
I actually didn't get the mustard on it.
Oh, okay.
I know. I've been thinking about.
No, it's fine. When you mentioned that it comes with mustard and that you had it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I skipped the mustard. I probably wouldn't have noticed it. But where did you put this? Oh, there we go. So here's their logo. Maybe if you've driven past this place, you've seen it before now. Maybe it would ring a bell. It's just a really cute, like, look at the little kid drew someone named Lola, and that's their island, their logo. It's cute. So check them out on Chicago Avenue. Really, really good. Coney dog is. I've had one in Detroit when I went to Hockey Night in Canada, and went to they've got a bunch of Coney spots there, and it was delicious. And I haven't really had one since. And this was tremendous. So we'll add this, and we'll add Wing It On to the I'm Fat map this week.
Okay, so the last thing that I have is something that I have not tried, but that I would very much like to try. But it is much closer to you than it is to me.
Okay.
So each week I like to read Eater, like the Eater Chicago website. And there's an article this week. And I'm very much going to butcher the name. So I thoroughly apologize to Ashok Selvam, who went there and went to Sanders BBQ Supply Company.
Yeah.
1742 West 99th Street. And the pictures and the review of this, I would very much like to go. Like when
99th and Wood for Southsiders. Okay. 99th and Wood. Yep.
Yeah. So we are talking about literally the phrase used in here was the best pork ribs in the city.
Okay.
And also they actually do dino ribs once a week on Saturdays. So you can get a beef dino rib on Saturdays. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. So from 11 to 9:30 or when they run out of stuff.
Yeah.
So I just from looking at it and everything that is there, the fries look great. It's a sweet potato cornbread.
Ooh. That sounds good.
Yes. And just like from reading this and seeing all of it, everything is given thought. Like how my hot link theory proves out well here.
Yeah.
Just from the way everything looks. So the brisket looks fantastic. Like they say, it's not fall off the bone, but it is like definitely not competition style either, where competition style is like the exact opposite, where they want to see their teeth marks in the meat. I don't want that, but somewhere between that and fall off the bone, I am good with. It looks phenomenal. And I don't even know how long it's been there, but you can hear me like already like, okay, I need to go. This needs to happen. So
we can make this happen anytime you want, Rick. I will say, so yes, this Eater article came out and Sanders has had a great response. I guess the lines this week have been like out the door and around the block, and they've had to shut their doors because they ran out. So that's great. Go support these places. 99th and Wood. So it's like if you want a major cross street, it's like near Damon. Yeah, very easy to get to. And then for dessert, we can get Rosie's. Get Rose Angeles. You're right in the area there. So
also I have to talk to you later about there is we have a group of people that would like to take an excursion over to Rosie's. So
okay.
That may have to
happen
invited at some point. Yes.
Who are these people? Do I know these people?
Yes, you do.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's go.
Basically just like all of us and St. Charles people and,
Cool. I went there a couple days ago with not a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago with Russ and Rachel and Holly from the old Score days.
Yeah.
They wanted to get together for lunch, so we went to Rosie's. First one's in. Got there when the doors opened.
Nice.
Still wonderful.
Were you waiting for the doors to open with your laptop bag
I was
with you
like
and
the
blanket?
kids in Christmas Story, like just smashing my face on the glass, like, please let me in.
So you weren't like me waiting for Real Urban Barbecue to open?
No, I was not sitting on the street.
Okay.
I was out there that early, but
okay.
No, it was great. It was really, really good.
It was a sidewalk. Thank you very much. I wasn't on the street.
Fair. That's fair.
Jeez.
I don't want to misrepresent your fatness.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because there's such a line between the two.
Okay, one last thing I have. Two little things. We went to Crumble this week, but by the time you hear about this flavor won't be available anymore. So, whatever. But we tried the lemon blackberry cake from Crumble. So it's like a cookie size, but it is like literally a cake. We did this for Hope's birthday.
Okay.
So there's a picture of it, and that was really, really good.
Ooh.
They also had a chocolate chip. Okay. Like the kind of batter that makes chocolate chips.
Yes.
Chocolate chip cookie with peanut butter M&Ms.
Okay.
And then the cookie itself was filled with peanut butter too.
Okay.
I know you're out.
Yeah, but
but it was delightful.
I could see that being a good combination for those that like bad things.
And then anyway, I think I've talked about how whenever I make Crystal Light, I chug the whole pint. I can't like possibly sip it because of the salt content. It just makes me crave it and chug it.
Yes.
So I found an alternative yesterday at the Target. It is the True Lemon brand.
Okay.
And these are just these packets that you rip open, pour it in a water, shake it up, and you're good to go. This is a strawberry lemonade. I also had the regular lemonade, and the lemon part is made with real lemon.
Okay.
So it's not quite as chemically tasting as a Crystal Light, but it's very, very good. And I think it is stevia, so it's low sugar if you're looking for low sugar stuff. But the True Lemon, strawberry lemonade, and regular lemonade are good. They're not as strongly flavored as a Crystal Light, but they're very good, very sippable. Not something you're going to just inhale like I do every time. All right, I think we got to do Mazda.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk about my Mazda, which, knock on wood, hasn't had anything crack the windshield in a couple weeks.
Nice. Dude, I know my car's got a couple cracks in the windshield, and I got to get that taken care of.
It's rough. I will say, though, something I've learned is that most car dealerships, I learned this from my insurance guy, they'll fix your glass like a dealer will fix your glass.
Yeah.
But most of them go through SafeLight.
Oh, interesting.
So you can cut out the middleman and just go to SafeLight.
The last time this happened, I did go to SafeLight.
Yeah. Anyway, not sure if that's what Mazda of Orland Park does, but what I do know about Mazda of Orland Park is that the service they give you is absolutely phenomenal. And what you need. That's what I love about them. Look, like there's a lot of places to buy cars. Of course, Mazda of Orland Park always has deals and things going on, and there's ways to save money. But what happens after you buy the car is then you have to own the car and maintain the car. And trustworthy mechanics are getting harder to find than ever.
Yeah.
Now, with a dealership like Mazda of Orland Park, that's not going to try to screw you and upsell you on every little thing. They're only going to give you what you need. And if you say, look, I know how to change my air filters, so I can do that myself, they're not going to be like, well, we have these special proprietary. No, like, cool. Yeah, do it yourself. Save some money there. They're all about taking care of the customer from the point of sale throughout the entire ownership of the vehicle to the resale of the vehicle as well. I've done all these things with Mazda of Orland Park for 2 Mazdas now. I got my 2015 CX-5, my 2022 CX-30. I love them both. And all of my cars from here on out will be Mazdas from Mazda of Orland Park. And with that kind of an endorsement, you should at least check it out if you're in the market. So go to MazdaofOrlandPark.com or visit them. Their showroom, 8910 West 159th Street. All right. I believe now that makes it time to ask the Fats.
It is.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fat, as always, is brought to you by our buddy, Charlie the Bacon Guy. And here he is with this week's Bacon Report.
Thanks, Jay. This week we have red wine, chorizo, rosemary, and ground bacon. It's back. Get it now before it's out of stock. Bacon jams are the original, the bourbon, the peach and apple butter. So those are fun.
Ooh,
Nice.
And hopefully next week there's going to be another big announcement for Charlie the Bacon Guy. So stay tuned. For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
Boy, he's big enough. He's going third person on us.
Yeah, he did. He just made himself third person. He's a pro wrestler. Let me tell you something, brother. When Charlie the Bacon Guy gets into smoker, heads up. Listen, fall is coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be here before you know it. Football is already here. Get yourself some ground bacon for your chili.
Right.
It's going to save you so much time.
I wish I had the hat right now.
Oh, geez.
Time for chili.
Mine's here somewhere. It's like shoved in this closet over here.
Mine, I bring out to troll Sam because she's like, you were never wearing that in public. And I was like,
you should walk down the aisle.
Watch me.
We should absolutely bring it to the reception.
Oh God, yes. Yes.
All right, but get your chili, your ground bacon from Charlie. It's vacuum sealed as much as you need, because like maybe you're making a small pot, maybe you're making a big pot. Get that ground bacon for your chili, or like the 100 million other things you need ground bacon for, or just fry some up and just eat it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, it's amazing. Get it from Charlie, charliethebaconguy.com. Email him, charliethebaconguy@gmail.com. Everything's available on the website. You can even explore the Bacon Vault, where you'll see everything he's kind of ever made throughout the time he's made bacon. So if you see something there that's not available at the moment, get in touch with him. And if you order enough, he'll make you a batch. So do that, charliethebaconguy.com. We have one voicemail today. If you'd like to leave us one, the number is 708-858-3314.
Fats, how's the Empire? I'm a week behind, so I apologize for sending this voicemail. But first of all, Campy, congratulations on the engagement. Wish you and future Mrs. Camp nothing but the best. Enjoy wedding planning. It's a real treat. Jay, hey buddy. Couple things, gentlemen. First thing is, I was listening again. I'm a week behind. I'm listening to the Boomer Takes episode, and not only is talking on your speakerphone in a store the worst, FaceTiming somebody so that everybody can see that person and hear you two talking in the store is an awful experience, especially when that person who is FaceTiming the other person gets to the checkout line and is asking about, well, should I get this or that, and is holding up the entire line. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, and Mrs. TTR Brad's pet peeves. So you hit that nail right on the head. But that's not why I called. I had to call because we just got back from our rental house on a lake vacation. Always a great trip. And 3 observations came up. Number 1, there are too many seltzers. Way too many seltzers.
Accurate.
Too many. Yes. There's Fizzy, there's Charlie, there's White Claw, there's the Sunny Delight ones. There's way too many. We got to dial that back. Number 2, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the Great Lakes potato chips, but they're a kettle chip that they've got like Wisconsin cheddar and sea salt, pickled jalapeno. The one that got us, that we got at the Jewels, it was a buy one, get one free, was the Michigan cherry barbecue flavor, as well as the Parmesan garlic and ranch flavor. Outstanding kettle chips. Don't know if you guys are familiar with those or have experienced them. 2 thumbs way up on our side of things there. And finally, and the question that I posed to both of you, Jay and Rick, is that one thing we never buy at the house are those little vanilla wafer cookies, or not vanilla wafer cookies, but the ones with the icing in the middle. Mm-hmm. But whenever we go on vacation, we always buy a sleeve of those, and we're reminded of just how delicious they are. But that's not something we would ever stock in the house. So my question to you guys is, what falls under the jurisdiction, if you will, of snack food that only hits the best while on vacation or not staying in your own home that you won't actually stock in your own pantry? Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'll hang up and listen to your answer.
Combos is a good one. Anything key lime.
Okay.
Like whether it's going out and getting pie or like flavored cookies or something. Key lime, not so much. It's funny he brings that up in terms of like the wafer cookies, because what did we have last week? It was the EL fudge, like wafers that are covered in a layer of chocolate, whatever those ones are called.
Yeah.
Those were just like, we hadn't had them in forever. We were just like, God damn, are these good?
Yeah.
Why don't we do this more often? And then the package was gone.
Fudge sticks.
Thank you.
Yes. That's a good one. Yeah. I feel like I never get combos unless I'm on a road trip. As for the seltzers, it's totally true. I mean, White Claw was kind of the original.
Sure.
And it's fine. I prefer of all of them. I think High Noon is probably my favorite mass produced.
Same.
Just because it's very just drinkable. But like Topo Chico's got some good ones. But yeah, it's like everyone now is in the seltzer game. Like everybody. And I get it. Like people are buying it, but
remember
the Sunny D one interests me.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one. Remember when even like the beer companies were in it? Like there were Bud Light seltzers. There might still be, for all I know.
Those are actually not terrible. I had some of those remember I went to that music fest. Actually, no, we were at spring training. I also was in a music fest. Right when COVID hit. We were out at Scorehouse. And I was at the Innings Festival there, and they had Bud Light seltzers, and I had like a black cherry. I'm like, this is actually pretty decent. Yeah. So yeah, too many seltzers. I'm with you. I think that was all, right? Any other topics there? All right. Now we're going to get to the email segment. If you want to email, sorry.
Potato chips.
Oh yes, I have had the barbecue Michigan cherry ones, and they're very good.
Yes. Yeah, I think I've had
those other flavors though. That sounds great.
Yeah, I think I've just had more like generic standard ones, but very good.
All right. Ready for the emails?
Yes.
I'm fatpod@gmail.com.
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the fats.
All right, this first one here comes from Nick. Nick says, hello, gentlemen. My favorite electronic method to consume food-related content is your podcast, but I wanted to share my second favorite. Barry Enderwick publishes a video every day of the week called Sandwiches of History. Barry makes and reviews sandwich recipes from vintage cookbooks. He's funny and interesting, and he also teaches you a couple things. Barry is a Northern Californian, but recently he made a sandwich called the Chicago Club. Commonly, when he makes a sandwich according to the recipe, he wants to plus it up somehow. When he plussed it up, the Chicago Club he used had Jardinera from JP Graziano. Well, that's how you do it. Jay, with your love of JP, I thought you would find this interesting and consume Barry's content on Reddit, but he also posts to Instagram and YouTube. Well, check it out. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, that's a good bit, because with sandwiches too, it's not like you're trying to create this elaborate thing every single day. It's a sandwich.
Yeah, but you got to do it right.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. This one is from Russell. Jay and Rick wanted to pass this along to any local home run-in frozen pizza fans. Every year they do a dock sale of imperfect pizzas. You can get a case of 12 mystery pizzas for $45. Comes out to $3.75 a pizza, or you can choose your case for $55 for 12. Order by now through September 9th, and you can pick up on September 14th.
That's great. Do us a favor. Send us where to pick it up. I'm assuming it's the original home run in location, but if it's not, please email us back and we'll let everybody know where to do that, because that is a really good deal. I love the individual home run ins because they air fry up beautifully.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. So I will definitely stock up on those if it's something that makes sense for me to do.
Yeah, if it's that cheap, absolutely. Because as we've spoken about before, frozen pizza, not as cheap as it used to be.
No, that's certainly true, especially when you're getting in those more premium brands of home run in and at all.
Yes.
All right, we did it under an hour.
Yes. Now we got to go run and watch the Bears game.
That's true.
Follow us on all of our social media at I'm Fat Pod, imfatpod@gmail.com. Check out Spotify, Patreon if you like, and imfatmerch.com. Get our merch. Get someone else's merch. Just use our link. We get a kickback from it. YouTube.com/imfatpodcast. Subscribe, like each video. And if you can, give us a view. I mean, I know I look terrible this morning, so like you'll feel better about yourself looking at us.
No worse than usual.
Well, fair. And then you can subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to the regular podcast feed and leave us the old 5-star rating and review. And the best thing you can do is check out all of our sponsors: Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing, where we'll be Friday afternoon.
That's right.
And I at I'm Fat Pod to know when we're there. So for Jay, I'm Rick. This is the I'm Fat Podcast.
I hope you have a fantastic day.